cars that live in the realm of machines. And then there are legends whispered about, worshipped, immortalized. The 1968 Ford Mustang Eleanor is one of those. A myth on four wheels, a name that carries more weight than most supercars combined. To even utter it is to conjure an aura of rebellion, freedom, and desire. Now imagine that legend reborn, not as a fragile relic of cinema, not as a piece of nostalgia, but as something entirely new, something nobody thought possible. The 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor 1968 edition SUV, draped in shimmering silver, is not just a car, not just a reimagining. It is the impossible made metal. And the very first glance will leave you speechless. This isn't a retro toy. This isn't a tribute. This is Eleanor. Alive again, grown larger, prouder, more intimidating than ever. Standing tall in SUV form, staring down the world with the kind of confidence that makes rivals from Lamborghini to Ferrari wonder if Ford has completely rewritten the rules of passion and power. And here's where disbelief turns into awe. The moment your mind tries to catch up with what your eyes are witnessing. They didn't ruin Eleanor by scaling her up. They elevated her into something mythical, a figure carved from fantasy and forged into reality. The sculpted silhouette of the 2026 Eleanor SUV doesn't just reinterpret history, it bends it. It blends the haunting elegance of the 1968 fastback with the brute, earth-shaking posture of a modern performance SUV. Silver paint ripples across the stretched body like liquid mercury, while the roofline whispers the past but roars the future. Every angle is adrenaline. Every curve is a challenge. A machine that makes Porsche Cayenne drivers quietly rethink their purchase, that makes Trackhawk owners swallow their pride, that even makes the mighty Aston Martin DBX feel suddenly polite. Eleanor wasn't supposed to be touched, yet here she stands, reforged into a new weapon of desire. Walk around this SUV and you feel like you're circling a legend that knows it has returned to reclaim its throne. The silver body catches sunlight like it's performing for an audience, as if Eleanor is fully aware she has risen again after decades of silence. The front fascia is all Mustang, but it has been reimagined with a sharper jawline, broader shoulders, and the kind of presence that stops people mid-sentence. The headlights don't just glow, they stalk. Predatory, focused, almost alive. The grille, shrouded in dark chrome, wears the Eleanor identity with a confidence that doesn't need permission. Every vent carved with intent. Every line drawn for dominance. Park it beside a Range Rover and the Rover feels shrink-wrapped. Put it next to a Lamborghini Urus, and the Urus suddenly feels like it's trying to compete with its older, wiser, angrier sibling. Eleanor doesn't beg for attention. She demands the world to adjust around her. Step inside and the legend deepens. The interior of the 2026 Eleanor SUV blends muscle car nostalgia with futuristic luxury in a way no one saw coming. Black dominates the cabin because rebellion always starts in the dark. Silver accents surf along the dashboard and doors, echoing the body outside, tying the past and present in one continuous line. Drop into the driver's seat and it doesn't feel like sitting. It feels like being claimed by a story decades in the making. The dashboard offers modern digital freedom, but framed with 1968 Eleanor attitude. The steering wheel is more than material, it's symbolic. The moment your hands grip it, you're holding history, cinema, rebellion, and the future all at once. Technology fills the cabin, but nothing feels excessive or gimmicky. Everything is intentional. Everything is driver-centric. The digital cluster blends modern sharpness with subtle callbacks to classic 60s gauges, a secret handshake from Ford to the true believers. Technology fills the cabin, but nothing feels excessive or gimmicky. Everything is intentional. Everything is driver-centric. The digital cluster blends modern sharpness with subtle callbacks to classic 60s gauges, a secret handshake from Ford to the true believers. On the road, the Eleanor SUV becomes more than numbers or stats. It becomes an experience, a story being written with every throttle press, every curve, every breath. Steering is sharp with Mustang DNA threaded through its veins. Suspension is adaptive, mastering city streets, high-speed runs, mountain roads, and midnight cruises. You don't just drive this machine, you connect with it. You command it. And when the world blurs into silver streaks as the SUV launches ahead, you don't feel like you're piloting a vehicle. You feel like you're piloting a legend reborn. What Ford has done borders on madness but feels like destiny. To reshape something so sacred, so deeply rooted in automotive culture, should have been impossible. And yet here it is, bold, reverent, breathtaking. The 2026 Mustang Eleanor 1968 edition SUV is not a compromise. It is a declaration. It honors its history while threatening the present. It forces even the giants of Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Mercedes to acknowledge that heritage, when transformed with courage, becomes untouchable power. Eleanor has always been about spirit, defiance, and living louder than the world allowed. And in SUV form, she magnifies that legacy beyond anything the past could hold. This isn't just a new Mustang. It isn't just a new Eleanor. This is a legend reborn, silver-skinned, unstoppable, and demanding to be remembered not for what she was, but for what she has become. The 2026 Ford Mustang Eleanor 1968 edition SUV proves that some legends don't just survive. They return stronger, louder, wilder, and more untouchable than ever. And if you want more rewrites like this, make sure to subscribe. It takes real time, passion, so subscribe me.